So back to the back of the thrift store where there's a dumpster from which I rescue stuff. Now this arrow that you see, this is the shed, the donation shed. You need to put things inside it for it to be considered worthy of selling. If the shutter itself is open, if the thrift store staff is there, they will also accept donations directly. But often people leave things outside, and if it's like upholstered or fabric material, things will go to trash. But anyways, this here is the dumpster. So since I got a lot of accusations of theft last time, I just thought I should clarify that. I'm gonna grab these two stools because they're by the dumpster, legally trash, so I'm not stealing. Now I can see why the thrift store left these for trash, because they are rusted. So I'll try to clean them at home, hopefully. If nothing, I can always put them for recycling because they are metal based. Then this end table is from Target. It is particle board. Definitely needs a new paint job. This one is pretty beat up, so I left that. But I took this, and it wasn't too heavy for me to lift. So this came home with me. As for the larger dumpster, I think the trash truck came earlier and emptied it. But I think since the other two things were at the side, they just didn't get trashed. Now I did put it on Carrot app with like really details about how you need to sand and paint it. A lot of people were interested, and finally the person who came to buy, well, they didn't have cash, so we kind of had to go to the nearest convenience store, and then I bought chocolates and they paid for it. So instead of 5,000 won, it came down to 4,800 won, but that's okay as long as they were able to take it, use it, and this item did not end up in trash. So that's nice. And then another day at the thrift store, I can see there's stuff in the dumpster, a little bit of it's outside. There's those barriers, and then the shed itself is closed, if you can see. So some people might have been dumping stuff, and I think the staff just put them in the trash can or in the dumpster. Let's see what they have on the side. It is toys, kids' toys. If you saw my last video, I don't want to take any kids' toys. I don't know, just confusing for me. And then these are shoes, and I just don't feel like going through the box. I don't know. I will just stick to seeing what's inside the dumpster. I could tell that someone definitely had come before me, and like as many of the trash bags were ripped or half empty. So I pulled out this one bag which had some kid stuff, and then half a bag of clothes. Now there you see all these giant black trash bags filled to the brim, and I think it's just filled with clothes. And now that's the thing with like clothes, there's just so much of it, and you don't really become rich reselling clothes just because there's so many of it. Even thrift stores, like, I don't think they make a lot of money off of the clothes. But it's also a little hard for me to get those bags out. So there are some other bags that are kind of half full, so I'm pulling them out. But it just is a very boring dumpster. The dumpster is really boring right now because all it has is clothes, and that too in bags that I cannot properly see to know what's exactly in the bags. But the problem with clothing in general is that there is just too much supply for both like secondhand and new. Companies are just producing too much clothes, often in really shitty qualities. So maybe we should reduce our clothing consumption. Again, easy for me to preach. Practical realities might be different. But look into fashion waste and all of this, like textile waste, fashion waste, and environmental pollution. But I am gonna pull one of the bags, the bigger ones, but I need to use both my hands, so I'll keep the camera down. And I did pull it, and oh my god, I thought I was gonna induce my labor because I'm full term now. So I will not pull any more bags out. I think there are at least 4 or 5 more bags. Wow. Imagine all those clothes going to an incinerator because we're in Korea. But anyways, I'm grabbing a few more half full bags, and all of them just seem to have clothes. Not even blankets, which potentially can sell well. Anyways, so I think this is enough for today. I am tired, and I'm gonna go home. And I have these 3 giant bags. It's already feeling very boring. So I don't know if clothing is always worth going through. And then this bag with kids' stuff. So I got this laundry basket, which is also, it's pretty dinged. It's also from the trash of the thrift store. And then I'll sit outside and sort directly from my car. I have this tool that I saved the week before. So I'm gonna sit on it and I'll start with this bag, which is all kids stuff. So there's a nice denim jacket for girls. I washed it and gave it to a friend. Then there is this pink reusable bag. The plastic bag itself is a trash bag, but it's torn, so I can't use it. And then this organizer, yeah, I'll wash it and use it. And this bag had random toy parts, which again I just trashed at this point. It's too overwhelming. And then mug, onesies, a bunch of kids costume, but they're all like damaged. Like this one is star damaged. There's this bell type costume, I think, and it had it was torn at the straps. And this last one, I don't know what it is, but it was very stained. It's all like recycle or upcycle these fabrics. But then there were all these books that were going to trash, and it's so sad. I wiped them down and I posted in the WhatsApp group with my with like a mosque community, and somebody already requested them, so thankfully it went to them. It didn't go to waste. These are good reading books, you know. As for the bottles and some other toy parts, they're all going to trash. The bottle goes into baby's mouth, and I don't think it's worth saving something from the dumpster that goes in a baby's mouth. This bag itself is going to go in trash because this isn't even fabric. This is some weird plastic material, and it's pretty dirty from inside, so I'll have to clean it all. At this point, I feel like the plastic industry is scamming us in the name of reusable bags, you know. Okay, now to the boring part and the clothes. So this first one is it's covered in dog fur. I'm just gonna trash it. Not even worth like saving. Then this is again also covered in dog fur, but this is a blazer jacket, so this might actually be worth. I can try selling it maybe once in like winter comes back, but I'm gonna keep it in a separate bag for now. Don't donate like fur covered clothes. You know, there's another article which actually said that people use donations as a way to pass their textile waste to others, and that's exactly what's happened. Like, I feel like I'm just a vessel right now for other people's textile waste, although I made the choice to go and dig this out. But yeah, a lot of ladies' clothes, which I feel like are the worst to sell compared to kids or men's clothes. So this bag has some clothes that I'm gonna trash. The bag itself is also gonna be trashed because it's torn. So the laundry basket is full. I'm gonna take these clothes for a wash. And then I came back and I sorted more clothes, lots of hoodies that I'm gonna have to give some of these clothes for free because they're just too much for me to deal with. And like I said, I do want to wash these things. Oh my god, so much. Some of the clothes are covered in fur. Now, I did find some jeans. They can probably be sold. Swimsuit, I don't know what to do. And of course, by mistake, I hope by mistake, someone put a underwear in the stash. Thank god I didn't touch it. I saw it before and I used a hanger to pull it out, which said coffee is a hug in a mug. I am gonna just put it in trash immediately because, please make sure your donations don't have your underwears. Then this pile you see on the floor, I added a few more winter clothes to it, and all of it went for free on the Carrot app. Similarly, this has like 4 or 5 hoodies. They also went for free on the Carrot app. Then this bag was just clothes in average condition. I put them in the textile bin, and I'm a bit conflicted because, oh my god, look at how full the textile bin is. Because oftentimes these clothes are exported to poor countries, and I don't know if it's like if I'm causing supply chain issues there or causing environmental pollution. This bag will go to a clothing swap that's going to be taking place soon, along with some other clothes and some clothes from another time I dived or dove. This church near me is having a clothing swap donation, so you see all the boxes are labeled according to sizes, so it's pretty easy to go and like put the clothes there. I did that, and hopefully those clothes find new homes. So I did have a lot of other clothes to deal with, but yeah, it was a boring dive, but I hope it helps you understand anti-consumerism better. Happy dumpster diving. Bye bye.